So this project is Conway's answer to Westside Gunn and DJ Green Lantern's Hitler on Steroid, which is a fire tape. But this reject on Steroids seemed like a Kobe, Shaq, LeBron, Wade type pairing, cause DJ Green Lantern can really put a mixtape together, and Conway's bar-heavy style is perfect for a mixtape. So this should be a banger. Let's get to it.
I told Penny, bring hoes plenty. As far as O's, I sold plenty. I hold semis. I stood in the cold in my old pennies.
It's a sick round scheme out of the game.
Homemade mask, got a stocking with a tag. Nigga lose a whole lung when I pop him in the chest. I can tell you ain't getting money rocking on the steps. Axe Cutter, we got it rocking on the steps. At his mama house, boy, them shoes started our own game. You pussy ass niggas should ride in your own lane. Wig shot, close range, goodbye to your whole brain, motherfucker.
That's a tough verse. See, this is exactly what I'm talking about when I'm saying Conway's style fits with that mixtape feel. I mean, effortlessly floating through the multis. He started out with a dope 3-syllable, he switched to a 4-syllable. The imagery was gritty, and he was in his Westside Gunn bag where he mixed in the luxury talk too. And then the way that he take one rhyme scheme for several bars just feels like a cipher. It's dope hearing a rap over the Can I Live beat. It's going to be interesting seeing how this bright and airy beat contrasts with some of these Derringer-produced tracks, which are going to be a lot darker and spookier, I'm assuming, later in the album. Let's get into this Love freestyle. This sample is so sick.
I hold the snub, I'm low slugs. Broad day, I finish you in cold blood. I rock the designer shit that the hoes love. My shooters doing drive-bys, playing Rosebuds.
That's dope. That's dope. He rapping on the Rock Marcy beat, and then he referenced Rock Marcy with that line.
And if you catch a nigga slipping, blow his cabbage away. 4 in the morning, had the savages late. All of your bushes, ski mask in the K, ready to blast you away. My shit is uncut, raw like a package gate. It's the machine, bitch, I promise no rapper is safe. Look, it's even across overseas abroad. You won't see a wall without me on my brother's face graffitied on. Just know when you see me, homie, you see a god. My bitch looking like a young Neil Long. She said you perfect in my eyes, I don't see a flaw. Show some respect to my legacy. Shot in my head, but rapping like it never affected me. Niggas thinking they ill, but they was never a threat to me. Cause nobody putting words together better so effortlessly. Not at all.
Come on, man, that's a slanted 5-syllable right there. The rapping is on point.
S.E. to the death of me. Griselda, bitch.
That song is tough. I love him rapping on the Rock Marcy beat, and that verse was good enough to be on the original song. Marcy Beaucoup, the album that the original beat was on, is probably my least favorite Rock Marcy album. So I kind of forgot how good this beat was, but Conway sounded perfect on it. The street talking gun bars were gritty. He had several slick brags in there, and all the technical rapping has been on point. He's either in this 3-syllable bag with multiple internal rhymes, flexed plenty of 4-syllables in there. He flexed a 5-syllable in there too. Tough verse, man. This is Conway getting in his bag. This is Rick Box's. Automatically, you see the contrast and the vibe from the first 2 tracks. I did the Derringer-produced track. It's be low-key crying.
Verse on the car was just so heartfelt. I ain't complaining, I'm explaining. That's how those cars dealt. Niggas never hard, nigga, don't make me go off. Shotty in a trench coat, now I know how Omar felt. Niggas scurry when they see me. You fuck niggas way over.
I like this skirt, how they sing and play to the
young
Omar
boy
line
said,
too.
give me the 30, bro. I need all black, lurking with them heathens. In my city, niggas rarely get murdered for a reason. When I'm done with this razor, boy, surgery is needed. Like Birdie in the scene when he was cutting flip. Who fucking with machine, nigga? 40,000.
Bro, Tupac had to be the most untrustworthy nigga in Hollywood. That nigga was just a straight up menace in every movie he played in. But yeah, I like that reference.
Listen, I'm just doing the Lord's wishes. Told you the boy was gifted, spit it so raw, you can water whip it. I know the niggas that imported
like
fishes. Sniffing, you still live with your mama, pussy, go wash the dishes. I buck 50 niggas' faces,
Bro.
they want stitches. Niggas get staples on their stomachs and the cost them zippers. Turn 1 to 2, and I ain't losing the ounce. I'm Jordan in the finals, I never lose when it count. Swishing full of jet, fuel in my mouth, thinking about them 100.
The set of that punch was fire because he was talking about how he flipped 1 or 2, he don't lose an ounce. Then a couple bars later, he got the Jordan not losing in the finals line. He's spitting.
It's out with that, I just moved in the drought. Whoa, my younger dunkers tool and be out. Watch the news later, see he X 2 niggas out. You sneak.
Man, that was a dark, gritty beat, and instantly Conway's energy perfectly matched the aesthetic of the production. I think Conway's verse on the first 2 tracks were already gritty, Well, this kind of took it to another level. Every single bar just oozed with some kind of violent imagery, a gun bar. I think the rapping was as on point as the first couple of tracks, but then he added more punch and lace through both verses. And only 3 tracks in, but so far this is the best rapping I've heard, chronologically speaking, from Conway. And that's saying a lot because that includes Rejay 2 and Griselda Ghost. But yeah, tough song, man. This is Spurs.
Buffalo doesn't want to brag about.
It sounds like the same sample as Sicaria's on No One Wants a Wicked.
Puffin' this sour Dutch while I'm counting up. I was down on my luck, now I'm clouded up. Jumping out of trucks and Giuseppe kicks, that's 1,000 plus.
Bro, like 2 tracks ago, Conway just said niggas who wearing Giuseppe's is brokes, which is a wild statement. And now Benny talking about he jumped out the car with him. And nigga hit Benny with the friendly fire.
Pound for pound, the best around is us. I never argue or get loud with a nigga. I can't reach out and touch. Got the plug number and I dialed it up. About a month later, I showed up to my town, serving them out the trunk. Lobster tail for me, quarter pounder for her. And I'm cheap, so that's all she allowed till I fuck. Before we dip, Camino said bring the pound to the pump. He brought them both in the quarter, stuffed down in his dumps.
Hey, I love when rappers show versatility in their rhyme schemes. Benny kind of got in his Conway bag. We'll take one rhyme scheme and take it for the whole verse. But he did kind of have a slight shift in the rhyme scheme. It was real subtle and creative in my opinion. Where he started with his 3-syllable rhyme scheme, and in those last couple of bars, he took those 3 syllables and turned it into a 5-syllable, added 2 new syllables in it.
Hollow tips inside my cartridge. Griselda like the Spurs, and adding Benny is like we signing Aldridge. That brick of white, I'm trying to.
That ain't turned out to be the best compliment, but I know where he was going with that bar. That was tough.
It's that new God flow, the most high exalted. They love me like Dame Lillard when I fly to Portland with my project.
That nigga really be in Portland, bro. He be having a Portland bar about every mixtape.
Bitch, I told her to try the sawfish. After we eat, I'm trying to fuck her until I'm exhausted.
Swordfish is mid.
Break the squares down, I divide and portion. That sniper rifle, high powered like the Giants' office. His head is flying.
Bro, none of these sports bars is aging well. The Giants' office, was they even good? They weren't even good 5 years ago, though. I don't know why he said that. That was ambitious. The Giants' office is trash. Daniel Jones is not him.
Look, even right now, the shooter's out. No back and forth on the record. I'm trying to shoot it out.
Another really grimy track. These weren't the craziest verses from either Benny or Conway. I think they were both really good. It was definitely more gems as far as punchlines in the previous song, Rick Boxes. But I like how Benny took his rhyme scheme for the entirety of his verse. And then Conway had that 4-syllable that he rapped for like 12, 16 bars, and he switched up his rhyme scheme towards the end. But it was tough how long he took it. Beat was grimy, but I do think the last 2 songs had better samples. The Rock Martin produced track than the other Derringer produced track. I do like the drums on it a lot, though. It's also dope hearing this track because Spurs 3 is one of my favorite Conway tracks. And I haven't heard 1 or 2 before. So let's get into Dead Bodies Left.
We kept it grimy, now these niggas trying to jump on my cool lane. Only difference is you
this
ain't
dope.
Behind the tents on the move same, my new chain glow. And every nigga in my
crew
ain't broke. Yo, I swear I used to move cane when Penny was calling himself 2 Chainz. This was a few years before 2 Chainz. No disrespect to 2. Raising your face, take a piece of flesh. They want me on freshman cover, but I'm a seasoned vet. I know niggas hated to see me progress. Bet my new album made Interscope wanna reinvest.
Hey, a Conway on the XXL would have been crazy. I think Jay-Z told them not to do that. If he had drawn a freestyle in 2017, XXL would have had Lydia again. And was 2017, that was the one with, that was that trash freestyle with like 21 Savage, you know? I might have been 16. But if that was the year, yeah, Conway made the right decision. He didn't need to get caught up with that.
They know this kind of flow, they can't compare to it. Got my bitch courtside at the Q, watching LeBron kill the Spurs. I ain't in the first, but got the chinchilla, his and hers. One of the illest penning words that you niggas heard. Every bar dope, equivalent to the shit I serve.
Yeah, Conway keep making my tape where I said this is best rapping up to this point. A little better and better. The rapping is flawless, man. And I love how he switched up his flow multiple times on the record. He got in and out of different rhyme schemes really smooth. I thought the beat was solid. I didn't think it was nothing crazy. I liked the piano sample. That was kind of the second layer in the background. But that guitar stab was like front and center. I kind of drowned that out. So the production was alright, but the song was dope overall. This is Ill with Royce da 5'9".
Welcome to hell where you are welcome to sell.
This is sick. Just scratching his top.
I came in here with enforcers and with the goons. I never fell. I aim for the stars, came up short, then I hit the moon. Get out, control their minds, keep them down in that sunken place. Which is why your boy remains on top. I tell the baddest bitch around.
That's witty wordplay.
I used to think raw sex was the sacred shit, till I switched to faithful, ate some sushi from off the chest of a naked chick. Now I just be kissing hoes. Yeah, mama, your son's grown. Now I got that AR, so now they gotta back up. Lying till they got a 12-inch nose, now they got 3 feet. I'm who your hoes thirst for, you the worst floor. To the book of Ryan, I keep my story low, I'm the first floor.
That story low on the first flow is sick.
I stick the clip in and pop. The kind of shit that I'm on is reminiscent of pop. Gripping the Glock, bandana on, blick at the cops, kick at the spot, got the hammer drawn, lift up your top, nigga, you not no gangster, you just a rapper, I can tell it's fish scale, busted plastic, I can smell, this for niggas behind the wall that keep the ratchet in their cell, that'll stab you till you yell, while they passing out the mail.
Well, I was about to say, who got this strap in jail? I know they call Shades ratchets in jail. Actually, I still don't think they do, but I'm gonna give this nigga the benefit of the doubt. He would know, I wouldn't.
You gotta be fooled, shotty get used, goons body you smooth. Put you in the funeral home, body get viewed.
Ooh, it's between Ill and Rick Boxes for my favorite song on the album. That song was tough. The beat was crazy with those high oscillating keys. Then they kind of go into each ear of the headphones. That was tough. Love Royce's verse, man. His wordplay was dope, and he brought the humor as well. But yeah, man, on top of the rap schemes, the verse was just packed with wit. And then Conway, man, the syllables that he's putting together on another level, man. 5 syllables, 4 syllables, and 2-syllable internal rhymes. He had a couple rapid fire flows in there, and the imagery and then the cleverness of each of his brags. Dog, he's rapping. Let's get into Cooked in Hell's Kitchen.
Machine, bitch, I don't back down, check my...
That's a tough transition, especially for Ill and Cooked in Hell's Kitchen to have 2 different producers. Also, songs weave into each other nice.
Machine, bitch, I don't back down, check my background, spray a trap down, fill a nigga back with Mac rounds, strapped down with the black pound, the serial number scratched down. I can have the killers on attack now, pull the mask down, 5 goons, 2 at the front, 3 at the back now. I don't listen to these new niggas that rap now. I was out wildin' with a Mac, you was with your girl listening to Mac Wiles. Gas plug in Cali, I just gotta get it back now. Send it in the mail, we made it, I can relax now. And let the racks pop.
Love the imagery and the storytelling.
Nigga, right up close, I saw him crack smile. I was in that ghost, hating niggas saw me stunting. They was looking like a ghost, is what they saw or something.
That was so basic, but that was a pretty good line. Talking about he pulled up in a ghost, they act like they seen a ghost or something. I feel like if a worse rapper said it, I probably would knock it, but he got some good credit build up with how clever his bars have been so far.
Limbs off like I'm sawing something. Bit gun was looking like I'm playing the guitar or something. This nigga talking like he off or something. I'm like, you got hit, that was something. You ain't playing, now you need an escape plan. Wait, I know we snake, we don't shake hands.
It sounds like he's actually freestyling right
then
now.
I went to Roof Chris and 8 Lynn.
Alright, that song was pretty tough as well. The bass line in particular on that beat was really fire. Conway's rapping, especially at the start of the verse, is still tough. I think the verse tailed off at the end a little bit, especially when he got into that jaw or something, guitar or something, pocket. And then the last couple of bars were kind of throwaways. But the beginning of his verse, probably about 12 bars in, tough. Yeah, overall, that was pretty solid. This is Priest. That's another good transition. But this is what I'm saying when I say DJ Leonard can put together a mixtape. Like the sequencing on this is like album quality. Not just how one beat leads into the other, but early on the album when he went from Can I Live to Rick Boxes, he's going from a bright song to a really dark song, so he throws the Rob Marcy beat in the middle that shares a similar sounding vocal sample to Rick Boxes does, and then here these last couple of songs, they sound cohesive because they all had guitars in them. I feel like DJing is kind of a lost art because now the focus is on production, but DJ Green Lantern is really showing the importance of it right here.
Take off your top when the carbon pop. I'm OG status, more respect than your father got. GXFR to the coffin drop. Wig shot close, knock the nigga brains across the block. Boom. I made my own lane, I worked hard for my spot. Now I park a drop in the studio parking lot. Glock is with me even in the barbershop. Like my nigga Low Pro, think I'm slipping, of course I'm not.
Alright, I like that song. I think the only thing that's holding back this mixtape, and I can't judge it too harshly because it is a mixtape, but the lack of variety so far. Like the rapping here was still really crisp, but some of these verses are like you just replace one with the other. And then I think the production has been good, but while they do sequence together really, really nice, there hasn't been any earth-shattering beats on the last couple of tracks, maybe with the exception of Ill. But even including Ill, they've all been pretty understated. So good song, but it's more of a pacing thing that's the issue. This is the Not Humble freestyle. It's gonna be interesting.
Check on steroids. Look, get out of pocket, pussy nigga, get your shit pushed. Got some shooters at your house, they laying in that big bush.
Well,
so you don't see
that's a switch of pace I was talking about.
Look, pull up in that driveway, drive a window with like 6 foot. Bitch, I been that nigga since Lupe was sinking kick push. Knew your bitch was gone right at that moment that your pig look. I know how to brick look, I know how to whip cook. It ain't Friday, but my neighbor still can smell a fish cook. I just got this drop with no location where your bricks put. Hold him in his mouth and rip his cheek like it's a fish shit. I said I am the shit. Might get on your beat and trample it and leave my stamp on it. Move
all right, come on now.
My hands on it. I just dismantled it.
All right, guys, we all family, so I'll say it. We not here for this. We ain't turning on no Conway to hear him rapping over no trap beat. Like, it didn't seem like a great idea on paper. I was gonna rock with it, and it wasn't bad, but like, why? Like, he can do it. He did it on Devil's Reject a lot, but why? Get back on that Derringer, my boy. When you get on somebody else's beat, the issue is for it to really work, it kind of got to go crazier than the original. That ain't really happened, especially since he was using Kendrick's flow for probably about 60-70% of it. Sonically, it sounded fine. He had a couple of good lines, but especially when he got into the second verse, it just wasn't necessary. Look, I was just saying they needed a pace switch up. I guess it did switch up the pace, but it had to have been a better way. This is through it all.
Stealing money out mama purse. I swear to God, nigga, I won't stop. Remember, not one nigga came to the hospital when I got shot. Now these niggas all got their hands on now that my shit pop.
Nigga, where was Wes?
Come through with a bottle, ain't get blunted with me. Remember every bitch that fronted on me. Never gave me no pussy, giving fake numbers to me. Yeah, I can remember clearly. Now I don't want none of you bitches near me. I'm making a day what you make, yeah. Tesla X with the doors up.
You know what, guys? Sometimes you just gotta know when to end it. There was nothing wrong with that track. The beat was pretty good, nothing crazy. I do like the fact that he used a gospel sample. It was a little nostalgic for me. But the beat was nothing crazy. The rapping was a slight step down from the rapping at the beginning of this album, but it was fine. It's just this album is dragging on because each of these songs feel interchangeable. Let's wrap it up with The Vision. Oh, wait, no.
They don't wanna see me winning at all. They don't wanna see my crooked smile grinning at all. They don't want me. It's crazy. Niggas can paint they nails. Niggas dress like bitches and the shit still sell.
Don't talk about Thug like that. Free Thug.
In their head colors, I hit you with this gauge, you fly in the air, fucker. I felt the wild fashion rebels, bitch, I'm a misfit. Streets say I remind them of Chris Wallace mixed with Sean Price and Siegel. My shit polished, listen. It's jewels in every bar, you just gotta listen. Get the point though.
Look, Conway, I don't think you should have did this.
Yeah.
3 songs ago, this type of shit been finished. Yeah, I'm not here for this. They needed that Dave Chappelle, that wrap it up button that he had in that skit. Yeah, they needed this. I was ready to crown this as like the most underrated Conway project a couple of songs ago, but it just drug on too long. I think overall it was still a fire tape, and I think the individual songs are dope. I could have did without them, especially the Tunnel Vision. The Humble one wasn't that bad, but I could have did without that too. I did rock with the Can I Live freestyle and then the Rock Marcy freestyle, but man, can't take nothing away from the rapping on this album from start to finish. It was stellar. I think outside of the Humble and Tunnel Vision freestyle, this is the best body of work from a rap perspective. For Conway, I do still think he has projects better than this. Griselda Ghost and Reject 2. But that's because you got to take the production into account. But just rapping, this is it. I do like the production on this one, and I do like the sequencing from DJ Green Lantern. And overall, I do got to say, this is a fire mixtape.